Sagittarius, this is Crystal with Hatti's Hierophant. I am your tarot reader. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are returning, Sagittarius, how you doing? I'm sorry I missed you last month, but I am so grateful and felt all that beautiful energy you sent my way. I received it. For this month of October, my dear, because I think you have a birthday coming up, if I'm not mistaken. It's coming up soon. I've decided to pull a few extra cards from some of my favorite decks because last month your girl was struggling, and these decks really helped me find my center. The first deck that we're going to be pulling from is my chakra deck, and we are going to pull a card and focus on that color and focus on that chakra for October. Because I'm really feeling, I know I'm jumping ahead of the gun, but I really feel like that for those of us who are coupled up, there is some sort of, like, how can I put this? You know, there is this, I'm gonna lay it out how it is, Sagittarius. I'm feeling like there's some sexual inactivity, right? There's some passion that's missing from there. And I feel like there's like an emotional disconnect there. And the chakra card that I pulled for you, I think it's going to help us with that. And then I also pulled out some ancestral cards. I love that deck. It's like a big old hug from our ancestors. And that deck always knows what to say and know what to do with what's going on with me. So I'm hoping this can help you as well, Sagittarius. And the card that was pulled for you from the chakra deck was that of the relationships. This also comes from the sacred chakra, which is located in your lower abdomen. And I believe Leo got the same chakra color, but with a different card. Yours is really focusing on that of relationships. The color orange is where we want to resonate that color in our lower abdomen. That is going to focus on that of relationships, passion, sexuality, sensuality. This also helps us in our appetite. I feel like there's something there, and perhaps it's a sexual appetite that Spirit's trying to get to us. It's also those of addictions as well, and addictions aren't always drugs. It can be addictions to a certain way of thinking, a certain way of doing things, right? And it can also just block us from reality, right? So let's focus on that, not only for the month of October. I'm feeling November for you as well, and December. October, November, December, I'm feeling for you that this is a good chakra for us to really focus on during our meditation. And we're going to focus on it for this reading as well, all right? So it's that bright orange lower abdomen. So now we're going to focus on your general reading, and I use the Rider-Waite deck for that. And the center of your reading is that of the Five of Wands. So the energy I'm getting from here, right? And I've been pulling that particular card for almost everyone. It's so fascinating. So I feel like that this month of October is one of, of autumn, to where we're shedding a lot of things. And by the time we're shedding is because those things are no longer working anymore. It no longer serves us. Like a tree, the reason why it sheds its leaves because it no longer needs it. And it has to make room for growth. So I'm feeling like through this transition, and fives are transition, fives do represent change, and it is an uncomfortable change, right? It cannot be comfortable for that living, breathing tree to lose its leaf that it grew just a short year ago, right? So there is a transition that I do feel like that we're kind of stumbling through for the month of October, but it's not a major arcana, so don't fret, Sagittarius. So I feel like it's just going to be necessary steps that we have to take and necessary changes that we have to make. Now we're going to go into your moon energy, and this is where your emotions are. This is where we manifest. This is where we have discussions with Spirit, and we have that of the Four of Wands, the Eight of Cups, and that of the King of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a lot of different messages that I'm getting here. A lot of us left a job just recently, maybe to start our own business or to start another job, or we've just stopped working altogether. So we've walked away from that, and you emotionally already walked away from it before you even took and made that decision. And it's almost like you felt like you were God led, you were spiritually led to leave when you had to leave, and you moved to something else. I don't feel like that you necessarily stopped in a particular position. You just, like you stopped and you didn't do something else. I feel like that you quit this job to start your own thing or to start a new thing is what I feel. I'm also feeling like that here, just like we were talking about here with your chakra card, right, in regards to relationship. So there's this committed relationship that emotionally we're just detached from right now. And I don't feel like that it's necessarily because you're no longer interested. I just feel like that you just have a lot on your mind through this transition. And perhaps some of you who had to leave a job and you start your own business, or you left your own business to go work for someone else. There's this transition of so many things going on in your mind that is causing a bit of anxiety, and it's affecting your relationship, right? And I feel like that it's a solid relationship. And for those of you who are not coupled up, it could be friendships that are suffering. It could be, family ships that are suffering, that you just are emotionally or just detached from right now. Okay. All right, so let's move on to your ego energy, and that is where you show up in the world, and you have that of the 5 of Swords, another 5, so more transitioning happening, right? And then we have that of the 8 of Wands, along with the 4 of Swords. So we're getting a lot of swords here, so obviously we're in our headspace, Sagittarius. And I feel like with this, whatever it is we're doing right now, we're trying to figure out ways to communicate this new feeling, this new job, this new thing that we're doing. You're trying to figure out ways to communicate that. So the message I'm getting, right, and this is rare that I get that in this energy, but the message I'm getting is to use different forms of communication. So not only social media, you want to do it through old school postcards. You want to, I feel like old school ways are going to be very helpful. I feel like word of mouth is going to be very helpful, so encourage that. So if this is in that arena of business and in work, right, I feel like that you're going to have so not only going to have different ways of communicating, but I also feel like that I'm hearing continue to work on multiple streams of income. So perhaps some of you are in some sort of, maybe some of you do have your job, your 9 to 5. I'm hearing that, also whatever side hustle you're thinking about, do it. That's going to be helpful, and it is going to bring some, it's going to bring you more opportunities to do other things, right? So really focus on that. And for those of you who did kind of start your own business, you're exhausted, you're tired, and you feel like that you're kind of spinning your wheels and it's not getting you any further. And again, that message of, use multiple ways of communicating that you are now business, you're open for business, you are, you're doing this new thing, come see me here, right? I'm feeling like, I'm almost seeing like this billboard. It's very interesting. I don't know if that's the message to do that, but I do feel like that people need to know that you're open, right? Yeah, because I'm feeling like now, especially with this showing up in your sun energy, you're almost feeling like this transition that you made, right? You're like, I'm no further than I was when I wasn't 100% focused on this. I'm no further than what I was. But that's just temporary. Yes, that's something you're thinking. It's not something that's actually happening. Typically, when I'm in this energy, sometimes this is, and I really felt this energy off of this card. This is your subconscious. Normally when I pull this, I do this particular spread, this is like something that you keep thinking about. That doesn't necessarily mean it's true. I feel like that you are thinking like, I'm no further ahead, when actually you are. We just have to kind of change our direction. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull one of the cards. I'm going to pull two of the cards from the Guardian deck. And the one is the eagle, right? And this is all about seeing it from a different perspective, right? The eagle is the only bird that can fly as high as it can fly and still have this panoramic view that is so sharp, right? And it does it with such ease and elegance. And I feel like that's what we need to do in regards to our business and our relationships, right? Especially our intimate relationships. Take a panoramic view and look at it from a different perspective, and I think you'll see it in a different light, and you'll start treating it differently, and you'll start working it differently, and it's going to benefit you. And then I also have this here of the shapeshifter, and it says transform and unveil your gifts. Again, and you know what? And I feel like that these two go hand in hand, because once you have that perspective, that different perspective, it's going to help you transform your business. It's going to help you transform your relationships, right? We just need a different perspective. We just need to kind of like, just kind of shift our direction and our gears just a smidgen, not like this huge shift. It's just a small shift that we need to make, Sagittarius, is what I'm seeing. Are we focusing on our sacred chakra? On that bright orange lower abdomen? I just feel like there's something about that sensuality that is so important to focus on, that is going to spill onto other things. It really ignites our creativity. It ignites our communication, right? Which all of those things are necessary in our relationships, okay? All right, so now we are going to expand on your moon energy, and I keep doing this to myself over and over again. Okay, so I expanded on this Four of Wands, right? And I got that of the Six of Cups and the Magician. So we're going back to that nostalgic feeling, and not only that, this is like past lives energy too, with it coupled up with the Magician, right? And it's kind of coupled up with these. This is a committed foundation. This is a committed relationship. This is a committed partnership, and there is this energy of how things used to be. I feel like, Sagittarius, if you've been having your attention elsewhere, I feel like that your partner misses you. I feel like your friends miss you. I feel like that your family misses you, right? I feel like your kids miss you. There's this part of you that they miss, and I feel like they almost miss this softness. And that's where that sensuality is going to come into, and it's not always sexual, right? It's just a softer side of you that I feel like that people miss. And yes, they love this new person that you're turning into, right? They enjoy these messages. And I feel like that you've been doing that. I feel like you're in that energy of delivering a message, right? I feel like you've been kind of, like, I almost see you marching, you know, you have the sign, like, this is how it should be. Like they enjoy that part of you, they enjoy that side of you, but they miss that softer side of you as well. Now, when I expand on that King of Pentacles, I get that of the Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, right? This is more relationship, sort of energy that I'm feeling here. And I feel like that if we change our perspective, and if we acknowledge, right, our better half, our other half, right, it's really going to be this ooey gooey loving relationship, right? And really, you know, because that Queen of Cups is also a very maternal energy as well. So I do feel like for those of us, I feel like it's a whole family thing. I feel like that if we do have that environment where it's, you know, mother, father, kids, right? I feel like there's something that we have to go back to. There's some sort of nurturing energy we need to go back to that we miss of you, Sagittarius. Now, when I expand on that Eight of Cups, I get that of the King of Cups. I get that of the Two of Cups. And I get that of the Death energy, right? So that way, that nostalgic, you know, energy that I'm getting, right? If that's ding dong dead, right? If that is no longer, that's okay. We don't always have to go back to the past to make the present feel good. We can create a new present. And I feel like that's kind of the direction that you're trying to take everyone. I get it now. I get it now. It's not so much that you're walking away emotionally. It's like you're walking towards, this is our new love. This is our new relationship. This is going to be our new life. That old life is gone. Let that go. It doesn't mean I love you any less. I'm just loving you in a different kind of way. Can you accept that? I get it now, Sag. I get it. I guess I needed to see a different perspective. I'm going to expand on your immediate present. I'm sorry, on your ego energy. Yeah. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Now, when I expand on the Five of Swords, I get that of the Four of Cups, along with the Two of Wands. And you know, it's that energy of you weren't feeling satisfied, right? And that's why, you know, you are this new you. And I feel like that you've been this new you for a little while. And I feel like it's been really difficult for people to accept this new you, to see you in this particular light. And perhaps you are more involved in social media. Perhaps you are more involved into politics. Perhaps you are more involved into, you know, the education for all. Like there's something to where you're more involved in, and people haven't seen you in this light before. And it's been difficult for them to see. And again, I just keep going back to where we need to see this softer side of you, right? But I see why that you've gone on this new path, because you were dissatisfied. You weren't satisfied with how things were going and how they were turning out. So you're like, nope, I've made a decision to go down a path that resonates with me, that suits, that's on the same synergy that I'm on, right? But to go back to the softer side of you, I have one last card that we pulled from the ancestral deck, and I keep looking at it, right? And it's the Protection Guardian. Look how beautiful she is, right? Let me see if I can get her a bit closer. Focus, focus, focus. Well, I hope you can see it. And the message on there is to, you know, drop your guard. It says, drop your shields. The Protection Guardian. And it's not to drop your shield so that you're not protected. It's to drop your shields so people can see that softer side of you. It's that shield to where people can't see you at all, so you have to drop it so they can see all of you. Because you're like, hey, this is the new me, but they can't see the new you. Because you're so busy protecting yourself from everyone, no one can see it. So how are they supposed to accept it if you're not really revealing who it is, because you're too busy trying to protect yourself from everyone, right? Because you're still protected. And that's what that energy is. Spirit is still protecting you. Source is still protecting you. Even if you drop those shields to where you're like, okay, now people are going to see the ooey gooey side of me. People are going to see that side of me that's a bit softer, and it's going to make me look weak. It's not, it actually makes you look stronger. When you can present yourself in that way to where people can see the real you, the authentic you, even if it's scared, even if you're not 100% confident, there's power in that, and people respect that, right? So let's move on. We're going to expand on that Four of Swords, and we got that of the Queen of Cups, right? And that Six of Swords. And really, I love that we did it in that order. This is really about changing your perspective, right? You know, changing our direction. And again, going back to that softer side of you, you know, the Queen of Cups is the most loving queen. She's not weak by any means, right? But she does have this nurturing side of her that makes people want to kind of, they feel protected. They feel that maternal protection. And I feel like that, very nice, Sagittarius. I just saw you shift. I love that. I see you just, you're shifting, and people are going to start seeing that softer side of you. And this just isn't for, even if you're a man, even if you're a man Sagittarius, you know, there's a softer side of you that people need to see as well, right? This isn't just female, even though it's a queen, right? There's that softer side of that Sagittarius man, because Sagittarius, when you were in your whole sun energy, right? It's a little intimidating. So sometimes you just have to crack a smile and you have to wink an eye so people can say, okay, he's really not that scary, all right? Right? So you're more approachable. Yes, and for some of you who did whatever this new venture is, right? New job, new relationship, new business, right? Once we start using these different streams of income, they're going to see you in a different light. I'm sorry, I got a little dizzy right there. Okay. Sagittarius, because I did get a little dizzy there. I just, yeah, please focus on your health, because I'm feeling like here, because this is also that same chakra that's within our nutrition and our health, and really about balance, right? You see there's two people there, right? And it's all about balancing and loving yourself, nurturing yourself. So make sure you're doing that too. It's not just about these other people that you know, you're trying to show them the softer side of you. Take care of you too, because I'm getting very, very dizzy. So I just want to make sure that pay attention to your health, pay attention to your nutrition. I am no doctor. I'm simply a intuitive tarot reader, right? So go see a doctor. I have to do that disclaimer, but that's what I'm feeling for you. And now, I have expanded on that Eight of Wands, and I got that of the Lover's energy, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Whew, I love this energy. So yes, move forward, okay? So for those of us who are transitioning out of a relationship, right? So perhaps that the ones who really emotionally disconnected and you decided to leave, you know, with that ding dong dead, like, hey, I'm finished with this. It wasn't enough love here for me. You didn't accept me for who I am, right? I've been trying to show you this new me and you didn't want to accept it, right? You didn't love this new Sagittarius, right? Some of you have actually ended a relationship. Well, interestingly enough, there's one that's coming like right away. And this one is exactly the energy you've been looking for. It's like they understand this new side of you. They understand that mystery. They understand that charisma. They understand that you know what, that you stand for something. It's not that you haven't stood for something before, but I feel like now you're being a little bit more vocal. And I feel like you're being a little bit more seen, right? So I feel like that for those of you who ended a relationship, you're getting into one pretty quickly. Why, yes, we are. You know what? I just realized I didn't go into your immediate present. There are no accidents. So as I look into your immediate present, the two cards that flank the Five of Wands, right? Wow, there's so many different things going on with so many of you Sagittarians. Some of you are working on current relationships, or some of you are disconnecting from because you're like, nope, up with it, I will not put, right? And you have this Page of Wands. That is a new beginning. That's a new journey, right? A new passionate one. And we are obviously dealing with a lot of passion here. And some of you, it's a new job. Some of you, it's a brand new relationship. And it's just the beginning stages of it. And I saw it in your sun energy, and that's in your immediate present. And then, wow, I'm just saying, Sagittarius, use protection if we don't want a baby, is all I'm saying. But for those of you who it is a new relationship, right? It's going to be filled with love and passion and sexy time, right? I know. I'm not trying to be nasty, I promise, but this is just the energy I'm picking up on, right? And for those of you who want to see your business flourish, I've already given you, you know, what Spirit is saying, hey, get out there in different ways, and different ways to market yourself and market your business. You will start seeing the fruits of your labor. And it's going to take a little bit. So you know what? Be patient in that. So for those of you who that message is to, you're going to have to put a little money into it, right? You are going to have to put a little money into it for those of you who are in business, and we're encouraged to kind of expand our marketing. You won't see the benefits until probably next summer, right? You'll start seeing it pick up in the spring, right? But you won't see the actual benefits until next summer, okay? And let's expand on that since we're here. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. And there's that. So I expanded on that Page of Wands, and we have the Four of Pentacles along with the Star energy. So again, I'm going back to that energy that I was picking up on before, right? We're going to have to spend a little bit more extra money on our marketing, right? To really get our business to where we want to get it to. And then for those of us who are kind of transitioning into a new relationship, and even those who are coupled up, the message is the same. Once we start focusing on it, it's going to start turning into a relationship that we want, right? Ones that the relationship we've been striving for, right? Whatever the case, whether it's a new relationship or one that you are currently in, there is something new that we need to bring to the table. Either we need to communicate in a different way, or that new relationship that we're moving on to, right? It's going to bring us some sort of stability. No matter how it goes, it's transitioning into something more stable, right? So then I expand on that of the Empress. Have that of the Hierophant. Again, it just lets us know that if it's a new relationship, it really is going to be a committed one, right? And if it's a relationship that we already have, we are working on recommitting ourselves to it. If it is a job or a career or a business, and you are nurturing it how you should, right? And you're really expanding your marketing ideas, we can expect that the masses are going to receive it well. And then I have another 5. Again, I can see we're going through some transition, and transitions are always uncomfortable. Let's not discount the blessings, right? Because again, I know this is, in regards to business, it's going to be a little bit slower than what you want, right? It's not moving at the pace you thought it was going to move, but it's moving. That's the most important. Don't focus on what's not working. Focus on what is. So turn around your efforts to the things that are working and put your energy and your passion and your money into those things that are. Now, I expanded on that 5 of Wands. We got that of the Wheel of Fortune, right? So again, I told you that the tides are going to start coming up. This is in your immediate present, right? It's going to take a little bit longer, and I feel like it's not necessarily that it's taking long, because I don't see any like slower pentacle energy. I just feel like it's slower to you. Your expectation was different than what Spirit was delivering, and honey, I'm sorry, it always happens that way. So when I expand on that, I have that of the Page of Swords, and that's that energy, Sagittarius. That's that energy of, well, it's not working out how I want it to work out. Well, like I just said, it never does. Okay, that's how Spirit works. And then once that wheel starts to turn in your favor, once that Wheel of Fortune starts to come in your favor, we can expect that you're going to have more customers than you know what to deal with, right? You're going to have more business than you know what to deal with. You're going to have more ads that you're going to have to answer, right? So it's coming. It probably didn't come in the time that you thought, but it's coming. It's in your immediate present. I just want to expand on that 10 of Wands just a bit more. Yeah. So I really want to expand more on a relationship because I'm getting working relationship for you, and I'm seeing here the King of Wands and the King of Swords. So honey, whomever this person is coming in your life, whether it's love related or whether it's work related, she is the truth. He is the truth, right? They're going to accept you for who you are and what you believe in. As a matter of fact, they're going to challenge you. They're going to challenge you to be a better Sagittarius. I don't know why, I just feel this urge to keep expanding on your reading. And that's why. That's why. You have this whole new cycle that's about to start. Some of you are even going to start traveling within your business. Some of you are going to, this new person that's coming into your life, he's going to, he or she is going to be foreign, right? So yeah, what else can I say? What else can I say? I am choosing your angel card, my love. Yeah. And I chose that of acceptance. Well, honey, by golly. And really, at the end of the day, that's what this whole reading has been about. Accept the new Sagittarius. And you know what? I don't even feel like that's appropriate. I don't even feel like it's a new Sagittarius. You know, accept this new side of me that you're not familiar with, right? That acceptance. Listen, this has been a beautiful reading. Listen, Sagittarius, I accept you. I know a lot of Sagittarians, and honey, you talk about a fire sign. When you put something in front of a Sagittarius, it's done, right? It is finished. They are not shy, and they're soldiers, warriors. So I accept you, Sagittarius. Listen, have an absolutely fabulous October. This has been wonderful. I'm gonna see you next month. I adore you.